Epic just revealed Unreal Engine 6, and somehow Fortnite got left outside like it forgot the Wi-Fi password, because the first game shown running on Unreal Engine 6 was not Fortnite, not Gears of War, not some hyper-realistic tech demo with a sad man walking through a desert. It was Rocket. Yes, the football with cars game. The game where grown adults scream because a tiny flying car missed an open goal from 2 meters away. And at first that sounds completely random, but the more you think about it, the more it starts to look like Epic is not just showing us a new version of Rocket, they might be quietly showing us the future of gaming. But here's the real question: is Unreal Engine 6 actually going to fix the problems people had with Unreal Engine 5? Or are we about to get another generation of games that look like real life, but run like a microwave trying to open Chrome? What actually happened? So here's what happened. During the Rocket League Paris Major, Epic showed a new teaser for what they called the next era of Rocket League. And right at the end, boom, Unreal Engine 6. Not Unreal Engine 5, not Rocket League 2. Not Rocket League, but the cars have more shiny paint. Unreal Engine 6. And that is a big deal because Rocket League has been stuck on Unreal Engine 3 technology for years. That is ancient in gaming terms. That is not old. That is your uncle still uses Internet Explorer. Old. So Rocket League jumping from Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 6 is not a normal upgrade. That is not a glow up. That is a whole identity crisis with better lighting. It is like taking a bicycle, replacing it with a spaceship, and saying, yeah, just a small patch update. And the craziest part is that Epic did not reveal Unreal Engine 6 with their biggest monster, Fortnite. They revealed it with Rocket League. That is the part that makes this whole thing interesting, because Epic does not do things random. When Epic chooses a game to reveal new engine technology, there's usually a reason. And Rocket League might be the perfect test subject. 2 o'clock. Why Rocket League first is weird. Let's be honest. Most people expected Fortnite to be first. Fortnite is Epic's golden goose. Fortnite is not even just a game anymore. It is a concert hall, a shopping center, a battle royale, a Lego world, a racing game, a social platform, and basically the place where every fictional character goes when their career needs a crossover. So when Unreal Engine 6 gets revealed, your brain naturally goes, okay, Fortnite is about to show off some insane new tech. But no, Rocket League pulled up in the car park, boosted into the sky, and stole the announcement. And that is why this reveal works so well, because nobody expected if Epic revealed UE6 with Fortnite, people would say, yeah, obviously. But Rocket League, that makes people stop scrolling. That makes people ask questions. Why this game? Why now? Why use a competitive car football game to reveal the next generation of Unreal Engine? And that is where things get spicy, because Rocket League has one thing Fortnite does not have: a massive before and after. Fortnite already looks modern. Rocket League still has old engine bones. So when Epic upgrades Rocket League, the difference can look massive. Better lighting, better car detail, better stadiums, better presentation, better physics possibility, better esports visuals, better everything, at least in theory. And that in theory is doing a lot of heavy lifting. 3 o'clock. Why this actually makes sense. Rocket League is one of the smartest games Epic could have chosen, because Rocket League is simple to understand. Cars hit ball goes goal, player misses open net, player blames teammate blames lag. Everyone loses emotional stability. That's Rocket League. And because the core idea is so simple, any upgrade becomes instantly visible. You do not need to explain 47 different RPG systems. You do not need a lore book. You do not need a 30-minute breakdown of why the main character is sad. You just show a car, a stadium, a ball, reflections, motion, camera work, and speed. The audience understands it instantly. That is powerful. Also, Rocket League is competitive. That means performance matters, frame rate matters, input delay matters, physics consistency matters. If Unreal Engine 6 can make Rocket League look better while still keeping it fast, responsive, and competitive, that is a huge statement, because gamers are tired of trailers that look amazing but play like they were assembled during a power cut. We have seen too many games recently where the graphics are beautiful, but the performance is in witness protection. So Rocket League on UE6 is not just about prettier cars, it is a challenge. Epic is basically saying, can our new engine handle a game where every frame matters? And that is exactly why this reveal matters more than it looks. 4 o'clock, the big fear. Will UE6 fix UE5 problems? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Unreal Engine 5 gave us some amazing looking game, no doubt. The lighting, the detail, the environments, the scale. Sometimes UE5 games look so good you forget your PC is fighting for its life in the background. But that is also the problem. Gamers have complained again and again about UE5 performance. Stutter, shader compilation issues, heavy requirements, inconsistent frame rates, games that look next gen but make your hardware sound like it is trying to escape the house. So when people hear Unreal Engine 6, they are excited but also suspicious, because nobody wants Unreal Engine 6 to become Unreal Engine 5 with a new logo and even bigger system requirement. That would be nightmare fuel. Imagine a game that looks photorealistic, but every time you turn the camera, your frame rate falls down the stairs. No, No thank you. Gamers do not just want prettier graphics anymore. We want smoother games. We want better optimization. We want fewer stutters. We want games that launch properly instead of arriving like a half-built robot asking for a day one patch. And that is the pressure on Unreal Engine 6. It cannot just be about visuals. It has to be about performance, because if UE6 only makes games prettier but heavier, then we are not moving forward. We are just putting a gold chain on a problem. 5 o'clock, middle engagement. Now be honest in the comments, when you hear Unreal Engine 6, are you actually hyped, or are you already thinking, great, now my PC needs therapy? Because this is where I think gamers are split. One side is excited because new engine means new possibilities, bigger world, better lighting, better animation, better destruction, more realistic physics, maybe even more connected game ecosystem. But the other side is sitting there like, brother, can we please make games run properly first? And honestly, both sides are right. New technology is exciting, but optimization matters more than trailer shine, because a game can have the most beautiful lighting in the universe, but if it stutters every 12 seconds, I am not immersed. I am annoyed. I'm not thinking, wow, look at the future of gaming. I'm thinking, why does my 1,000-pound machine sound like it is boiling rice? That is why Rocket League is such an important test. If UE6 can upgrade a fast competitive game without ruining the feel, then that is a strong sign. But if Rocket League becomes prettier and somehow less responsive, then we have a problem. A very shiny problem. 6 o'clock. What this could mean for Rocket League. For Rocket League fans, this could be massive. The game has been around for years, and while it is still fun, it does feel like it needs a real evolution. Not just another cosmetic drop, not just another car skin, not just another update where your wallet looks at the item shop and whispers, please no. A full engine upgrade could change the entire presentation of Rocket League. Stadiums could look bigger and more alive. Cars could feel more detailed. Lighting could be more dramatic. Esports broadcasts could look cleaner and more cinematic. Replays could look insane. Customization could become deeper. And maybe, just maybe, this could open the door for bigger modes, better creative tools, or stronger integration with Epic's wider ecosystem. Now, I am not saying Rocket League is suddenly becoming GTA with cars playing football. Relax. But when a game moves to a new engine, the ceiling changes. The old limits start moving. And for a game like Rocket League, that could be exactly what it needs, because the core gameplay is already legendary. The question is not, can Rocket League still be fun? Of course it can. The question is, can Rocket League feel new again? And Unreal Engine 6 might be Epic's answer. 7 o'clock. The bigger picture. But this reveal is bigger than Rocket League, because Unreal Engine is everywhere. It powers games across the entire industry. Big games, indie games, film projects, virtual production, tech demos, everything. So when Epic reveals a new engine, it is not just one company saying, look, shiny cars. It is potentially the beginning of the next wave of game development. And that is why this matters, because the next console generation is already creeping closer. Studios are already planning future projects. Developers are already thinking about what tools they will use. If Unreal Engine 6 becomes the foundation for the next generation, then this Rocket League teaser might be our first tiny glimpse at where games are heading. But again, I'm not going to worship a logo. A new engine does not automatically mean better games. Bad design can still ruin good tech. Poor optimization can still ruin beautiful visuals. And no engine in the world can save a boring game with 400 map markers and the emotional depth of a wet sandwich. Technology helps, but creativity still matters. Performance still matters. Gameplay still matters. And that is why we should be excited, but not blind. 8 o'clock. Ending. So here is my honest take. Unreal Engine 6 being revealed through Rocket League. Sounds weird at first, but the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Rocket League is old enough to show a massive upgrade. Simple enough for everyone to understand. Competitive enough to prove whether UE6 can handle performance pressure. And popular enough to get people talking. So yes, this reveal matters. But the real test is not the trailer. The real test is what happens when players get their hands on it. Does it feel better? Does it run better? Does it keep the speed and precision that made Rocket League great? Or does it just become prettier while quietly making everyone's GPU cry in the corner? That is what we need to watch, because Unreal Engine 6 could be the start of the next generation of gaming, or it could be another reminder that the future looks amazing in trailers and terrifying in the settings menu. So keep your eyes on Rocket League, because this little car football game might have just become the first real sign of where gaming is going next. And if Unreal Engine 6 actually delivers performance and visuals together, then we might be looking at something huge. But until then, stay excited, stay suspicious, and never trust a trailer just because the lighting looks expensive. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you hyped for Unreal Engine 6, or are you already worried about performance? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and join Gaming Demon, because gaming news is getting weird, and I'm absolutely here for it.